everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Lydia and this is Time with Lydia the Pharmacist. A warm welcome to you all. This is a channel where we educate ourselves on common health problems. We provide advice and information on health and well-being. So if you're new to this channel, please don't hesitate to hit on that subscribe button and also on the notification bell so you don't miss any video that I upload. So recently I carried out a poll on my community just to find out what kind of topics the community would love me to talk about. And there were 4 questions to answer. The first one was to talk about general health topics. The second one was to talk about health conditions related to men. The third one was to talk about conditions that women suffer from. And the fourth one was to talk about health conditions that affect children. And the question that got the most votes was health conditions that affect children. You know, since I started this channel, I haven't really talked about a condition that affects children mainly. So this is an opportunity for me to start talking about conditions that affect children as well. So today I'm going to be talking about a condition that children suffer from a lot. And as you can see from the title, we are going to be talking about head lice. And we'll look mainly at things that you can do to treat head lice. But first of all, I want to give a brief overview of what head lice is. So head lice are small insects that only live on the head of humans. And an infestation of head lice often affects children, as we've established already. It usually results from the direct transfer of lice from the hair of one person to the hair of another. A head lice infestation isn't a sign of poor hygiene or an unclean living environment. Head lice don't carry bacteria or viral infectious diseases. So there are 3 forms of the head lice. We have the nits, the nymphs, and the adults. The nits are head lice eggs, and they're oval, they're yellowish white eggs that are hard to see and may be confused with dandruff. They attach themselves to the hair shafts and they take about a week to hatch. The eggs remain after hatching, and many nits are empty egg cases. You are more likely to see the nits in your hair than the head lice themselves. And if you have nits, this doesn't always mean you have head lice too. Sometimes you can have only the nits, which I said earlier are empty egg cases. After hatching, the nits can stay stuck to your hair. You only know for sure if you have head lice if you find a living, moving louse on your scalp. The nymphs will hatch from the nits, and they are baby lice that look like the adults but are smaller, and they take about 7 days to mature to adults. They feed on blood to survive. And then the adult lice, they are about the size of a sesame seed, just about 3 millimeters long, and they have 6 legs. They are tan or grayish white in color, and the legs have hook-like claws to hold onto the hair with. The adult lice can live for up to 30 days, and they also feed on blood. So how is head lice transmitted? Head lice crawl, but they can't jump or fly. Transmission of a head louse from one person to another is often by direct head-to-head contact, often within a family or among children who have close contact at school or play. Indirect transmission is very uncommon, but lice may spread from one person to another through items such as hats and scarves, brushes and combs, hair accessories, pillows and towels. So it's important you note these things so you don't share your combs, your towels and your pillows with others so as to avoid getting head lice. Common signs and symptoms of a lice infestation can include itching of the scalp, neck, and ears. This is one of the main signs, or the first sign that would tell you that a child or someone has got head lice. There will be lice on the scalp, which may be difficult to spot because they're small. They try to avoid light and they move really quickly. Some Sometimes too, the child or whoever it is can develop sores on the scalp, the neck, and the shoulders as a result of scratching. So now how would you treat head lice? If you realize that your child has head lice, there's so many things that you can do. There's things that people have used over the years in their homes to treat head lice. And there are preparations that you can purchase from your local pharmacy as well to treat head lice. Head lice infestation spread really fast with a high chance of recurring when not appropriately treated. So it's important to take steps to control lice infestation at the earliest possible stage. You can treat head lice without seeing your doctor, and treatment for head lice is recommended only when you see a live lice. All household members and other close contacts should be checked, and those with evidence of an active infestation should be treated. All infested persons, that is household members and close contacts and their bedmates, should be treated at the same time. The first method you need to try is called wet combing. And to do this, you need a detection comb. This is a fine tooth comb that you can purchase online or from your local community pharmacy. This is what you would have to do. Wash the hair with your usual shampoo, then apply a lot of conditioner. Any conditioner will do, and comb the hair with the detection comb from the bottom to the top. Spend about 10 minutes doing this if the hair is short, and about 20 to 30 minutes combing if the hair is long. Repeat this process on the 5th day, the 9th day, and the 13th day to catch any newly hatched lice, and check again if everybody's hair is free of lice on day 17. So you repeat this process on the 5th day, the 9th day, and the 13th day. And you need to do this so as to catch any newly hatched lice, and then check again on the 17th day to make sure everybody's hair is free of lice. If this process does not work, then visit your pharmacy and have a word with the pharmacist. There are some sprays, lotions, and shampoos that you can purchase, and make sure that you read the patient information leaflet that it comes with so that you know how to apply it appropriately, and you also know if it's suitable for you to use, because you know there are some preparations that are sold in the community pharmacy that are not to be used by asthmatics, that are not to be used by people who are pregnant, and also children under 2 years of age. Also, children with eczema cannot use some of their preparations. There are also some home remedies that you can try, and these are preparations or remedies that have been tried over the years. And I'm sure you would agree with me that when you were young, if you're older, when you were young, you would have tried so many things to treat head lice. Of course, there are some people who never had head lice when they were younger. But for most people, head lice was treated with home remedies. And even now, some of these home remedies are being used. And they are effective in some cases and not effective in some other cases. The first one is essential oils. Small clinical studies have suggested that some natural plant oils may kill lice by suffocation, but effectiveness is uncertain. These products include tea tree oil and anise oil. A number of household products are used, and these products are thought to deprive the lice of air when generous amounts are applied. Products used for this purpose include mayonnaise, olive oil, margarine, or butter. Petroleum jelly is also sometimes used. But you know, the effectiveness of these products is unclear because there's been no major research done on these products for the treatment of head lice. I just want to throw a word of caution here. Some people go ahead to use flammable products like kerosene or gasoline, and these should never be used to kill lice or to remove nits. They are not the best of products to use on humans. So how can you prevent head lice? Head lice can actually be prevented, and like the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. It's hard to prevent head lice. You may want to teach your child not to share hairbrushes and combs. It may also help to keep any long hair tied up, especially for young girls when they're going to school. And the most important thing to do is try and catch head lice as early as you can. Then you can treat them and stop them spreading to other people. If your children are under the age of 12, it's a good idea to check their hair regularly for head lice. You may want to do this once a week. And it's especially important to check if you know they've been in contact with other children with head lice. You don't need to wash the clothes or beddings of someone who's had head lice. Head lice that falls off your hair onto hats or pillows don't live for very long. And don't use treatments for head lice unless you've found a living louse. I can't emphasize that enough. And you don't need to keep children with head lice off school. I hope you have learned something new today. Do give me a thumbs up and leave your questions in the comment section. And also, I'm very curious. I want to know what you do when your child has head lice, whether you use home remedies and what kind of home remedy you use, or whether you go to the pharmacy and what kind of treatments you buy from your local pharmacy. As I said earlier on, there's lots of preparations that you can get from your local pharmacy. Speak to your pharmacist and I'm sure they will be able to help you. Thank you so much again for your time today. Please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell so you don't miss any video that I upload. Thank you for your time today and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.